Have you ever heard of this tiny country squeezed between Romania and Ukraine? That's one of the least explored destinations not only in Europe but in the whole wide world. I'm talking about Moldova. Picture a place where millions of wine bottles chill in vast underground cellars, where name day celebrations are as big a deal as birthdays themselves, and where you can snag an apartment for just a little over $1,300. Yup, that's Moldova for you. Let's uncover 20 mind-blowing facts about Moldova that'll challenge everything you thought you knew about Europe, and maybe even inspire you to pack your bags and discover this hidden gem for yourself. So, shall we? Get ready to be charmed by Moldova, a country small in size but big in cultural richness. With an area roughly the size of the American state of Maryland, covering just 13,067 square miles, Moldova may seem small, but it's a vibrant home to around 2.6 million people from various cultures. The predominant faith is Eastern Orthodoxy, which gives the country a special and distinctive charm. Before we move on with the video, I've got a tip for anyone interested in meeting and chatting with women from other countries. I've left a link in the pinned comment for a reliable website that only allows profiles of real people. Click on the link in the pinned comment to start meeting new people. Moreover, Moldova has a quirky tradition of celebrating a person's name day, similar to how we celebrate birthdays. This day is dedicated to the saint that the person is named after. This custom leads many Moldovan parents to choose saint names for their children, resulting in a somewhat limited variety of names. Among the most chosen names are Maria, Elena, and Gabrielle for girls, and Nikolai, Alexandru, and Yorga for boys. It's an intriguing cultural quirk, don't you think? How would you feel about picking a name from a more restricted set of options? Ever stop to think that the sunflower oil you use in your kitchen might hail from Moldova? This country is one of the biggest sunflower producers worldwide, thanks to its fertile soil and ideal climate, which not only favor cultivation, but also beautify its rural landscapes with vast yellow fields. And hey, you might be surprised by Moldovan Christmas traditions. In Chisinau, the capital, there's this unique tradition of putting up a Christmas tree entirely made of wine bottles, a fresh celebration that kicks off the new year. Moldova also stands out in Europe for its wine, hosting the continent's largest underground cellar. If you're into wines and festive vibes, a trip to Moldova during this magical time of the year should definitely be on your radar. Moldova ranks among the poorest countries in Europe, which means it faces a bunch of economic challenges. The economy there is mostly informal, and the government system has a lot of weaknesses. Plus, Moldova relies heavily on importing energy, especially from Russia, which directly messes with its economic stability. Let's dig into how these things affect the cost of living there. On average, a Moldovan citizen makes around $647.252 a month, which is about $11,486 Moldovan leu. Checking out everyday prices, a loaf of bread goes for about $2.25 Moldovan leu, which is like 12 cents in USD. Even with those low prices, buying power is limited, so living in Moldova might only be financially attractive in certain situations. In the sports scene, Moldova shines in wrestling, known for its tradition and excellence in the sport. The country's got a track record of Olympic wins, with plenty of athletes bringing home medals, showing just how big sports are in the national culture. You know how they say Moldova has more women than men? That puts the country among those with some of the highest female-to-male ratios worldwide. This thing deeply influences Moldovan social structure and dynamics. The main reason for this gender imbalance is male migration. A lot of guys leave the country to work abroad, especially in Russia and other European nations, chasing better economic opportunities, resulting in a predominantly female population. And hey, did you know Moldova is rocking super fast internet? The country is one of the global leaders in internet speed, a feat owed largely to its advanced information technology sector. This infrastructure gives Moldovans access to high-speed internet services. Did you know Moldova holds an impressive title in the Guinness World Records? Back in 2019, a bunch of passionate chefs in Moldova teamed up to make the world's largest pancake, measuring over 16 meters in diameter. It was a massive collective effort, needing dozens of people just to flip this culinary wonder, which turned out to be quite a sight besides being delicious. Moldova sure knows how to make breakfast spectacular. Ever heard about Moldova's currency secret? The Moldovan leu, the local currency, features hidden images that can only be seen under ultraviolet light. This quirky detail serves as a security measure to deter counterfeit money. And speaking of myths and legends, Moldovan culture is rich in beliefs about dragons and giants. Far from being mere fantasies, these creatures are a vital part of the country's traditions. Dragons often pop up in traditional dances, while giants are a common theme in stories that embellish old buildings and artworks, bringing these myths into Moldovan everyday life. Did you know there's a really special hospitality tradition in Moldova? When you visit someone's home, it's common to be greeted with bread and salt. This symbolic gesture goes beyond just offering food. It's a deep expression of friendship and respect. Moldovans are known for their warmth and go out of their way to make you feel truly welcomed. If you're planning a trip to Moldova, don't miss out on its impressive monasteries, especially Saharna Monastery. This place is considered one of the holiest in the country, believed to be blessed by the Virgin Mary herself. Many visitors go there to feel the loving energy said to emanate from the site, making it a must-visit for those seeking spiritual experiences. And how about taking home a bottle of wine with a very personal label? In Moldova, you can customize a wine bottle with your own photo. Not only does this guarantee a tasty drink, but also a unique memento of your trip, a truly unforgettable way to remember your visit. Before we move on with the video, I've got a tip for anyone interested in meeting and chatting with women from other countries. I've left a link in the pinned comment for a reliable website that only allows profiles of real people. Click on the link in the pinned comment to start meeting new people. Get ready for an interesting revelation. Moldova is among the top 20 countries in the world when it comes to alcohol consumption per person. Here, national pride shines through Divine, a high-proof fruit brandy that's quite popular. But Moldovan love for alcoholic beverages goes beyond that. One of the country's biggest draws is National Wine Day, a festival that takes place every October and attracts wine lovers from all corners of the globe. This event offers an exceptional opportunity to taste Moldova's acclaimed wines with affordable prices and surprising quality. It's an experience many cite as the main reason to visit Moldova. And for a truly unique trip back in time, visit Tiraspol in Transnistria. This city remains a relic of the Soviet era, even after major changes in Eastern Europe. There you can see a statue of Lenin, a rarity in the region these days. Tiraspol seems frozen in time, with many traces of the Soviet Union still visible. For those curious about life under the Soviet regime, Tiraspol offers a fascinating window into the past. Did you know that the language spoken in Moldova is actually Romanian? Despite the different name, it highlights the strong historical and cultural ties shared with Romania. However, it's worth noting a curious point. For many foreigners, Romanian can be quite challenging to learn. When you visit Moldova, don't miss the chance to try plăcinte, a delicious local delicacy. These pies are filled with everything from cheese to cherries and apples, offering a unique gastronomic experience that blends flavors exceptionally. Moreover, get ready to be enchanted by the impressive Moldovan medieval fortresses, which bring the country's rich history to life. Tighina Fortress, for example, is a 15th century construction that stands out and attracts tourists from all over the world due to its preservation and historical significance. If you enjoyed this tour of the country and are eager to explore more of Europe, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We have much more interesting content to share, and we'd love to have you with us on this journey of discovery. Thanks for being here today, and until our next meeting, keep exploring and keep that curiosity alive.